Oh, yeah. All right.
So so the Beta 58s, like I know that they're hot, and I've always noticed that because I chose to buy them. I thought like this would be better, but I know that they're too hot. These are just regular 58s?
Yeah, these are regular 58s. Yeah, so the Beta 58s are fantastic.
For what? Singing?
For live singing, yeah.
Because I use them and I just rationalize it. I'm like, it's really picking up a lot of stuff, but it's always, they're hard to manage the levels on.
Yeah.
So you just use regular 58s and that's fine?
I use regular 58s for audio because we don't need shit that's sizzling. You know?
No, I know, but they're just for the road.
Right, yeah, for the road.
For this.
At home, I'm SM7.
Because I used to use, I used to use those Encore 2s or whatever, 200s. These big weird gold mics. I got real hung up on them. I don't even know why. I don't know nothing about nothing. I just have a feeling about things. It's lucky I'm not a Republican. You know, how I manage, to maintain an intellect of any kind. But with things, I always think like, yeah, just like I'll go with my gut on the machinery.
Yeah.
And then I always get just mediocre shit.
I'm just blown away. We were just talking about it. I've done thousands.
See, you didn't get rid of her.
Oh.
Okay. That's it.
Yeah, how we get rid of it? We unplug
That's
it.
gone.
Here.
No.
Okay.
Leave it plugged in so we know where
But
we're
I
going.
did that. I turned down the volume.
But you didn't turn it down enough.
All right. We are in a car driving from Seattle to Portland after our couple of days in Portland that were...
In Seattle.
Or Seattle. That were crazy and great. Neptune
Great. Yeah,
was
the
fantastic.
shows were great. And, we had a great day yesterday in Seattle despite some minor obstacles and dodging a massive bullet later in the afternoon.
My God, with the toe?
Right. So we, like Dean and I don't want to hammer this point.
Yeah.
I love this fucking country, by the way. I'm not saying America. I'm saying the one we're driving through right now. Like, I love America, but I'm saying there's something about the Pacific Northwest. Like, I've had a love for it, and I said this on stage last night even. I'm always excited to go to Seattle. The two loves of my life came from Seattle. And one of them hates me and one of them's dead. But there's something about it. I'm always excited to come up here, but as soon as I get up to Seattle and Portland, I'm like, "Damn, this is fucking dark up here, man."
Yeah.
There's something going on, and it's ancient. It's not new.
No.
I believe that just because of the moodiness of the environment, like look at it out here.
Yeah,
it's so expansive. All these pines, all this, like there's just a heaviness up here that I just love. And I think it's because I lived in Alaska.
You did?
When I was a kid, yeah.
Whoa.
I think it blew my brain out.
I love Seattle. It's so funny because...
The fuck is this? Casino.
What is that? Oh, casino out here. Oh, yeah, because we're in Tacoma. So now it's like Indian land, right?
Yeah, it's an indigenous people outlet for other people to lose their money. Puyallup. I forget. Is that how you say it? Puyallup.
Here's the Tacoma Dome.
Is it really?
Right here, right?
Is that what you call it?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like a good name for something that looks like that, but you said it like you knew exactly what it was.
Well,
it's a Tacoma Dome.
yeah.
We should come up here.
Well, that's how people get away with stuff in life. They're like, yeah, that's a Tacoma. Oh, it is. Look.
It is a Tacoma Dome.
But you just say something with confidence.
I saw Bachman Turner Overdrive at the original Tacoma Dome.
Yeah, dude. BTO. So I absolutely love Seattle, and it's so funny because during the lockdown, I was like, all right, where would I go? Portland and Seattle? Well, to me, it was like show business is over. So
Sure. So
let's
I'm
just
go to Seattle?
Well, I was like, how about Seattle or Portland or...
Yeah, Portland's too dark, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. Look at that. America's Car Museum.
Oh, shit. You know
What the
that's
hell does
cool.
that mean? I mean, why is it just sitting out there? It doesn't look big. Oh, it's 2 stories.
Oh, you know it's cool.
It's like a giant garage.
Look at
they got
Tacoma.
all kinds of garages on the bottom.
Wow.
What is this? Oh, this is Puyallup or Tacoma? Where are we?
Tacoma.
Oh, this is Tacoma?
Yeah.
It's like a real city, man.
Let's get away from this truck.
You want to get away from the horse truck?
Yeah, absolutely.
Look,
man.
there's a horsey in there. Was it a cow? Was a cow a horsey?
Mark, there's a horse.
A horsey.
Oh, God.
Oh no, like Portland, I love it, but like I can't even manage the darkness there. I feel it deeply.
Yeah. That's how that great music came out of that Seattle. Just the darkness there.
Ancient darkness and a lot of dope.
Yeah. Black tar darkness.
Yeah, black tar. The black tar darkness and the deeper ancient darkness under the city.
Ancient darkness.
Yes.
We did see some really dark shit. We parked the car and we got out and we were walking up to go eat some fish and chips. Some guy is just walking down the street, karate chopping rear view mirrors, side mirrors off all cars. Just, God damn it.
Gotta be hurting him more than it hurts a car.
He was smashing them, though.
People are angry and destitute and desperate and and you always feel it in Seattle. Yeah. And I think Portland's pretty bad too. We'll find out. But despite, the end of the world,
right.
I've gotten a new disposition around things. We went out, and I don't want to hammer this point, but I do think the story needs to be told.
Yeah.
So, and look, granted, this, maybe it's a luxury problem. Maybe it's just because I'm slowly giving zero fucks about saving the planet because I don't know if it's possible anymore, but I want to have some quality of life. All this to say that I've been looking for a Stratocaster for what do I got to frame it shit's going down, man. I want a Strat.
Yeah. I just want to boogie at the house while the shit goes up in flames.
I don't want to spend a lot of money, but I like to have a classic Stratocaster to sort of balance out my sound. I'm not a collector, but I need a good Stratocaster for the Stratocaster sound to play my mediocre blues licks.
Yeah. Yep. And you were specific. You wanted Rosewood, and I was like, okay,
that's
you
right.
want to get 59 through 62, the slab boards. That's the good years of.
But I'm still wary. You know me.
Yeah.
I'm wary at spending thousands and thousands.
Of course.
My ceiling, and people are going to be like, oh, it must be a tough life. It's $10,000 on any guitar.
Right.
And I try not to buy any guitars. I try to get them for free. I've bought maybe 3 out of the 10 guitars I have.
Which, by the way, you got the Explorer.
Oh, I bought that.
Yeah, but you got it. It's great.
It's great.
Mr. Banker.
The Mr. Banker Explorer. Those pickups are great. Those hand-wound pickup wizards. What's going on here? Is that smell from the outside? Who did that? Steve, did you? Okay.
I don't smell shit.
Yeah, I smell exactly shit.
Oh.
So we got the documentary crew in here, which is just one guy in the back.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I've been looking for a Strat for months.
Yep.
And we get to Seattle. We're excited. Dean and I are doing the Dean and Mark on the road thing where we eat things that are really good and unhealthy, and then we go look at music stores.
And Filson.
Guitar shops or record stores. Filson. We went to Filson. But we go to this, we look at the website of this place, Emerald City Music, which has look, it's clearly a high-end vintage guitar operation. They have a good reputation, but we don't know. We're there for one day. We're just looking at pictures of guitars they have, and it looks like they got a couple Strats, and Dean's excited. They got the David Gilmour?
Yeah, they got the David Gilmour reissue Strat from 2016, and I was just looking at one of those man, I wouldn't mind having one of those because I'm so Pink Floyd now, and they have one.
Yeah.
And it was a good price, too.
And we're just excited to go out. We go get coffeeed up. We drive into the city from the university area where the hotel is, and it's Pioneer Square's a little beat up, and it's clearly a difficult neighborhood. They were giving away something right across from the entrance of the place. I don't know if it was needles or food or I don't know what it was COVID tests.
Yeah.
I don't know what, but it was clearly difficult. Okay, fine, I get it. It's hard all over in these big cities, and LA's a mess. And okay, and so but the door's locked. And we buzz it, and the big tall dude comes up. It's like, hey man, what's up? We're only letting people in by reservation. I'm like, oh, we're just in town. Dean's like, we're only here for a day. And the guy goes, all right, well, I got a big shipment coming out. You can come in for 15, 20 minutes. I'm like, great. We're just going to go look at the guitars. And then we walk in, and there's a woman at a counter working on a guitar, and she just tells Dean, could you put your mask on? And Dean's like, well, I thought the sign said, she's like, could you put your mask on? It's like, oh, but the sign, okay. So Dean puts his mask on. No problem. And then, I can't believe we're hammering this. Is it necessary?
Well.
Okay.
I mean,
look, I think it all resolved itself okay, and I feel okay about it.
Yeah.
But if I'm going to talk about it, it's going to trigger something, and I don't want it to be a big deal. Because all right, so anyways. We walk in and there's a case of guitars. It's got like, what, 6 guitars in there.
Yeah.
Got a few Fenders.
It's got like 3 50s Strats, two
Which is
tones.
exactly
Yeah.
what I'm looking for.
Right. And then it has, which is very unusual, 2 60 real Les Paul flame tops, real ones, not reissues. And next to it is a very rare Max Les Paul. That, like, Max was a guy that was making handmade Les Pauls in LA in the 80s when Les Paul was really kind of making garbage stuff, Gibson. And they're really rare and really cool. And Slash played one, and I was just talking about it with Zach Wild on my podcast. So there's one. In all my life of guitar hunting, I've never seen one up close. I've just heard about them, and I'm like, oh.
Exciting case.
Yeah, I'm like, wow, look at this, Mark. They got a Max in here. It's 27 grand. Wow, I got to see this. Hey, can I see this?
And then the woman there says, no, I can't open that case. And like when you talk about all the stuff that's in there, I'm starting to sympathize with her a little more.
Right.
so after all is said and done, but and I was sort of like, well, so you can't look at the guitars in there? And she's like, well, they're consignment guitars, and I'm like, okay, so people walk in and they just buy them without being able to handle them, and she's like, well, it's a little. Well, she says, do you have $25,000 on you?
Yeah.
And I'm like, what?
With a laugh.
And that was the thing that got me. It was sort of like, I'm not even a real guitar player, and I'm not a big celebrity, but like, I am looking for a guitar because the world is ending, and I want to, throw my money away on charity and a guitar, apparently.
Yeah.
So, but like, just her saying that in that way, just like it really kind of upset me. It made me kind of mad. It was kind of weird because in my mind, I'm like, what do I got to do to prove? And I'm like, I'm not going to do that. I'm just a guy looking at guitars. All right. I'm not going to, be a diva about it. And I said, so like, what do you have to call the owners of the guitars in order to let someone look at them?
Yeah. Like, nobody buys a $300,000 guitar, which one of them was, without playing them.
Right. Well, she goes, well, it's complicated. And at that point, I'm kind of like, my hackles are up. Is that how you say it?
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, well, I'm smart. Like how? Like, what do you mean it's complicated? And then she went, really?
Yeah.
And
do you
like,
need
wow.
me to explain it?
Wow. I'm like, what is happening?
Yeah.
So like, then my brain is just on fucking red. And you too, right?
Me, oh man, I don't really get mad, but it was the tone that was coming out. Like, you two dummies, just get out of here. You don't have money.
Yeah.
And you're bothering us.
Right. So we went into the other room.
Yeah.
And like, we're looking at it, and we're like, we're trying to have a good time still. Right?
But we're both scorched. I mean, we're both also really bummed. Like, oh, our great, cool, fun day. Here we found the gold mine of cool guitars.
In the middle of, like, this is the point of the people that were mad about me telling this story. In the middle of crumbling Seattle, where there's been nothing but crime and COVID, the two guys who want to have a nice day looking at guitars are whining about it. Just a couple of boy Karens upset that they can't play the goddamn guitars at the fucking place. So we go into the other room, and it's like, I don't know, can we even touch these? It's like good time is over.
Yeah.
And we're just sitting there looking like, there's the Pink Floyd guitar. And we're like, yeah, do we go? What do we do? Can we talk? How do we want to ask them?
I know.
And then, like, the guy who let us in, like, it's like, I'm like, so I guess what? We got to go. We can't pick these guitars. He's like, I don't remember what he said, but I remember I was mad, and I said, this is like a fucked up way to run a business. And I'm sure I had the bad Marin tone.
Yeah.
And he goes, well, make a reservation next time.
Yeah. He piled on.
Yeah, he piled on. But, like, I could not get on Instagram quick enough. When we got out of there.
It was like, you think ninjas are fast? You got to see Angry Mark. The photo went down.
I took a picture, and then I just said, got treated like shit here, and, like, I wouldn't buy anything here. And if you do come here, make sure you make a reservation and bring your tax returns. Which I thought was pretty funny.
Which is a funny-ass joke.
But, I don't really know the impact of my, my social platform footprint, or I don't know how to even say it, but it got, it created a little bit of a ruckus. thousands and thousands of people. Like, and it was a fucking grievance magnet. Like, so many people were like, fuck them. And then they all piled on. They went to the side of the store and it was like just a shit show. Yeah, and other people were like, oh, poor rich guy, couldn't get his toy. Or like, I love those people there. It's the old stuff. It's the old Seattle business. Why are you shitting on a small business? You're a big shot. Yeah, but. And it just went on for hours. And I couldn't get past, do you have $25,000 of cash on you?
Yeah.
I couldn't get past it. And then it just got out of hand. It made me realize, and also said that on stage, people are just grievance junkies on both sides, and they're just looking for a way to dump their anger with anyone's grievance if they can get behind it. Like, fuck that store.
Yeah.
I've been to stores like that, whatever. But I didn't really know what to do because I'd unleashed the fucking shit, But we were getting support, and some people had the same experience. But again, at the right, an hour into it, I started to realize, oh man, it's causing a lot of trouble, right?
Right.
But then but it wasn't enough for me to take it down then.
No.
So we go to, what is it? Thunder Road Guitars.
Yeah.
Because we look at their website too. And I walk in there, I'm like, man, we were just over at
Emerald City.
But they were like, hey, man, they're cool people. I don't know what happened. I'm sorry I had to deal with that. But, welcome to our store. I'm like, great to be here.
Yeah.
I want to look at some Stratocaster.
And they were like, play whatever you want.
Oh, it was so nice.
They didn't even bat an eye.
It was so nice. And no fucking cases of fancy guitars. And we played a bunch, man, and we found that one. What was that? It was a master built.
Yeah. So he got a 62 Strat, master built by Carlos Lopez, which, by the way, is a 3-year waiting list to get a guitar out of the master built Fender factory.
And they had one that had been returned already once, 2 weeks into ownership, because the guy wanted a different kind of guitar, so it took some money off the top. Dean got me a good deal on it. Played like a real old one. I'm not a relic guy, just in the same way as I'm not a pre-worn denim guy.
Right.
Like, I can't. To me, it's on the same spectrum. Look at those pants. Looks like someone shit in them once. Yeah, they're $300. Yeah, we rubbed the shit into those pants.
We rubbed shit in them, then I sandpapered the wallet spot.
Yeah. We had a guy. Yeah. We've got a team of guys that wear these out in the open. But so I was always on principle against that. And the same it's with aged guitars. But I was like, fuck it, this thing plays great. And you realize though about it. The reason, because we couldn't quite understand it. You were like, this plays like a real old one.
Yeah.
It's because when these guys are making these one-of-a-kind guitars, they love it. They put the love into it, man.
Oh, it's like a painting for them.
Exactly.
If they're an artist,
so
man.
The details of it are but again, rich guy, non-professional musician, pretty rich. I got Nick Cave money.
Well, yeah. Not rich, but I got Nick Cave money. One of the funniest things ever.
We don't even explain it.
That's the funniest thing ever. Holy shit, that's funny.
Well, what happened was, what were you looking at some site? You're like, oh, man.
It was Nick Cave's birthday yesterday.
Oh, Nick Cave's birthday.
So I looked him up, and it showed his net worth, and I told it to Mark. I go, holy shit, Nick Cave's worth such and such. And he goes, really?
I'm almost worth that.
Yeah.
I got Nick Cave money.
I got Nick Cave money. And then we thought, well, to an average person, that might not seem like a lot of money because Nick Cave has done the great.
Well, to a person that is
it's not Jay-Z,
right? It's not looking at celebrity worth,
right,
as this competitive thing. I mean, the thing that impressed me about it was I'm a guy not unlike Nick Cave who's kind of cut my own path in my own way, and it worked out. It worked out after 40 years of doing it. It worked out, and it's like I felt a kindred spirit thing. Obviously, I'm not a deep, dark poet warrior of the kind of punk rock gothic sound.
Right.
I'm not a balladeer.
But you did do it. You did do it your
poetry.
way. Yeah. And also, though, you did it your way.
Yeah,
it's exactly. It's like you were probably not going to make it. I remember Bird told me that one time. He goes, You're probably not going to make it, but if you quit, you're definitely not going to make it. And it always rung in my ear.
Yeah, how do you get out from under that?
I don't know. But the thing, and I just want to clear up the guitar thing because I have worked in guitar stores when I was younger, and I do recognize right away when somebody comes into the shop and they know what they're looking at.
But like when I bought that one because I wanted a Strat, had a great sound. We tried 3 or 4 of them. I didn't spend a lot of money, which is good for me. Yeah. The thing is already scuffed up. Yeah. So like I can't even damage that thing. Anything I can do to that guitar, it's just going to look like it's supposed to happen.
Right.
And it sounded great, but I got to admit 20% of the purchase was probably spite because we took a picture of it in that store and I posted it on Instagram. Yeah, basically to say like, well, look what I got at another store, like a fucking baby. Oh, but like there was also the issue of like I did, like when we were in the first store in Emerald City, I did pull my mask down for a second just to see if, I would get any recognition. Like I didn't whip out my credit card or anything, but I'm like, hey, anything? Nothing. Yeah. She didn't know me. Yeah, fine. Yeah. It's fine. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to pull any sort of status trip. But so I bought the guitar. And then we went to Filson. We went to Filson earlier, actually. Yeah. Bought a nice bag. Then we had fish and chips. There was also part of me that sort of like, I'm not shitting on Seattle, and I'll spend some money in this town. There was part of me that was doing that thing. But as the day went on, I started to realize, like, I've unleashed some fucking shit here, and I felt bad. I started to feel worse. And then, the owner of the place got in touch with me. He had been out of town. It's a family business, and he had been out of town, came home to all these fucking horrible messages, and I explained to him what happened, and some people were like, I know that woman, she's a good lady and whatever. Maybe we all, and then she DM'd me, said, look, I guess we got off on the wrong foot or whatever, sorry about that. And so everybody apologizes all around. I pull the post down, and the guy who owns the place is like, we got home, my whole family's upset. So I'm picturing like old people crying, kids are wondering if they're going to be able to eat again. It was just like,
Dad, is the store going to be open tomorrow?
Yeah, right. So but look, it's clearly a good operation. They got good shit.
Right.
It was just sort of like, don't judge people. So
I just definitely want to say this. I don't think that was her first time treating people like that. And, because, the numerous amounts of DMs that I was getting, like, and even Alex Skolnick was saying he wrote a full column in a guitar magazine about the snobbery of, the feeling you get.
In general, at some places?
At some places. So if you go to get a guitar and you end up buying it, you feel really bad because you associate it with that bad purchase of like, they really made me feel like shit.
You know what else I got? Is that, like, women have to deal with it all the time.
Yeah.
Like, Cat Power chimed in. She's like, now you know what it feels like to be a woman going in to look at guitars. Wow.
Yeah.
But anyways, I think it's all resolved.
Yeah.
I do perhaps feel like it was a little petty, and I don't always know the impact of my social platform, footprint, but I do know that it did unleash, not a great energy.
Right. Yeah.
But I don't necessarily regret it. I'm sorry if it hurt anyone's feelings. Yeah. But I don't, like, what is it? What is social media for? I guess.
Yeah.
And I was kind of upset, and it was, rude, and I guess, like, I don't know. I didn't think it all the way through.
It was extremely rude. I mean,
but look, everything worked out.
What are you going to do? We went. Yeah. It actually turned out better because we went to another store, and you got, like, in my long years of looking at guitars, this thing, as I was playing it and strumming it acoustically, it was a lot like the Explorer. It's just like, oh, well, this is a magic guitar.
Yeah, it kind of had that vibe, man.
Yeah, and when you get a few magic guitars in your stable, that's all you really know. You're like, oh, I feel like getting my Strat on, and you just put that thing on, and you're like, yeah, this does the Strat thing.
Yeah.
This does the Explorer, dirty humbucker, cool thing.
Yeah, and as I transition into, my musician phase.
Yeah.
When I go full musician in a couple of years.
Yeah, and I take over your comedy spot.
Yeah, right. What is be like Rick Kearns and sell your act to I can just be like Rick Kearns. He sold his act to Ron White. Rick Kearns from Denver.
He did?
Yeah. Yeah, you just take the bits.
Oh, yeah.
Take the bits that I haven't put on a record.
I'll just be up there like, I don't know, man. Yeah, I'm just a 55-year-old Jewish man. They're like, no, you're not. Oh, yeah, I am for this bit.
Shut up, man. Marin said I could have his bits.
Hey, it's going to be your birthday on Sunday.
I know.
58, dude.
Oh, yeah, 58. Got to get through the 50s, man.
58, man.
I got this theory about the 20s and the 50s.
Yeah.
Like the tragedies, the tragic, either you're going to go down in your 20s or you can go down in your 50s. If you can make it through your 30s and 40s,
yeah,
it's good run. But the 50s, a lot of people go down.
Damn.
The 20s, super tragic, but it's definitely a period of like people go down. If you can make it to 60, you might have a pretty good run. It's a dumb theory. It's based in nothing.
That's just the shit Mark thinks about late at night in bed. It was so funny.
Rationalization. If I can just get to 60, I'll probably have a good run from there on out.
Are your credit card bills keeping you up at night? Interest rates in the double digits? Be smart and pay off your credit card balances with a credit card consolidation loan from Lightstream. Rates start at 4.98% APR with autopay and excellent credit. Plus, the rate is fixed, so it will never go up over the life of the loan. You can get a loan from $5,000 to $100,000, and there are absolutely no fees. You can even get your money as soon as the day you apply. Lightstream believes that people with good credit deserve a better loan experience, and that is exactly what they deliver. For our listeners right now, apply and get a special interest rate and save even more. The only way to get this discount is to go to lightstream.com/darkfonzie. Here it is, lightstream.com/darkfonzie. Subject to credit approval. Rates range from 4.98% APR to 19.99% APR and include a 0.50% autopay discount. Lowest rate requires excellent credit. Terms and conditions apply and offers are subject to change without notice. Visit lightstream.com/darkfonzie for your information right now. Do it. After our exhausting day at the guitar shops, I went immediately to bed. Like, I was done. And then I saw Mark in the morning. I go, man, I just crashed out. Not me, man. Brain was racing. I was up there in the room. No sleep at all.
Yeah. I slept a bit. I don't really have insomnia, but it was one of those things like, how much coffee did I drink? And when was the last cup? And am I fucked? Like a little Coke brain. But then I get into that meditative thing. I tend to like sort of I chant the Serenity Prayer in my brain. It's an old sober trick. You got to figure out some mantra, get on a repetition, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, the wisdom to know the difference. I just kind of run it until I drift off. It's almost a meditative process. Yeah.
It's so funny. The longer I know you, I go, oh, this guy is broken.
Oh, really? Yeah. It took you this long?
Well, yeah. Because I keep thinking, I go, for a while.
That was the original name of my podcast.
Really?
No. Oh, but wait, we forgot. After we go to the Jack's Fish Shack.
Oh, yeah.
Get fried food. Crazy lady gets right in my face.
Whoa.
Oh, my God. And she started crying. I don't know what. Like, she was like, where are you guys from? I have a brain injury. I'm like, oh, my God. What's happening?
Out of nowhere.
Yeah. She's like with her sister or something. They're getting fish. And I'm like, we're from L.A. Are you part of the manipulative media empire? And I'm like, I am exactly that.
Yeah.
She's like, why are you talking to me in that tone? I'm like, why are you asking me that question? She's like, I have a brain injury. I'm like, I'm sorry that happened, but I mean, I'm just being a little defensive. She says, you are. And then she started kind of tearing up, and I'm like, hey, take it easy. Wow.
It was
big
wild.
Day. Oh, but the thing is like we dodged a bullet because we got back to the car.
Oh, my God.
And there was a tow truck there.
Whoa.
And I'm like, what's happening? And it was at 3 o'clock.
Yeah. And it was
parking.
3:15, man.
3:12.
Yeah, 3:12.
And the guy was getting ready to put our fucking rental car up on it.
He was backing up, and I'm like, just get in the car now. Yeah. Get in the car now.
Man, that would have been that would have ruined the whole day.
Oh, it would have been the curse of Emerald City, you know? And I was like, dude, we got to get in the car right now. And we got in the car and just drove off from him, man. He was ready to strap us up. Oh, man. And the worst thing was, when you're just in another city, that's how fired up we were to see the guitars.
I know.
We were just like, let's park and go, yeah. Oh, no, we were actually going to get the fish.
We're getting the fish. Yeah. I always go to Jack's. Had the scallops, but they were a little small and chewy, but the
great
halibut,
family.
we got the halibut. The family's nice. It was the the woman whose sister was there and their father. I've been going there for years. And for some reason, I don't think it's their fault the scallops were a little chewy. It was because I think the water's warm and things are tightening up. Like, usually they're a little bigger, but I got the halibut. We ate a lot, man.
Oh, dude.
Had the cipino. Just went to town. I didn't eat dinner, man. I had cupcakes for dinner. But look at this, man. Look at the pines.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Beautiful gray overcast.
This is so nice. Good sleeping weather, you know?
Yeah, I'm going to take a nap now.
Hey, look at that. Look at that old Lucille Ball trailer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, look at that thing.
But it's a retro. It's a reissue.
Yeah, it's a repop.
So the shows were great. Good people came out. Saw some of Lynn's friends. Spent a little time with them.
It was great. The audience was fantastic. Jerry Cantrell came, and it was just so great to have him there in his hometown. And I surprised him. I walked on to his new single, Atone, which is really cool. He hit me later. He's like, man, that was really cool of you, man. And I was like, I just love that guy, and he's a survivor. And
nice guy. Never met him. And
just a crushing player, man.
Yeah, it was so funny because we were talking about going to Jimmy's grave today, and he told us that story.
Oh, that was great.
That him and his buddies, when they were younger and they would like run out of weed or something, they'd drive over to Renton where Jimmy's buried, and they'd pull joints off of the grave that people left for Jimmy. That's the greatest. But the funny thing is that other dude, Brody's friend, said they used to do it too. Like it was a thing.
Yeah. And if the joints were wet, they would just dry them out. Oh, my God.
Put them in the oven.
Oh, my God. I love it.
Jimmy would appreciate that.
Yeah. Mystery joints. Oh, man. If you smoked angel dust by accident a couple times, you don't go mystery joints. I can't
go mystery anything anymore.
I know, man.
I'm so glad we're out of the drug thing.
Oh, God, right? I know. It's funny. I was talking, like, we saw that guy just smoking crack out in the open.
I know, yeah.
You know, and I was talking to...
That's old school.
Yeah. I was talking to Jerry, like, man, do you ever think about getting high anymore? And he goes, not at all. I go, I know, same, right? It's like not even close.
Yeah, I don't either.
You don't think about it ever, Mark, right?
No, I never do.
Yeah. It's wild, right?
So much weed around, though.
Yeah, a lot of weed.
I mean, like, there are moments where it's like, I don't feel like getting high, but I'm like, well, I mean, it's legal. You know, like, but what difference does it make?
Yeah, booze is legal. We don't fuck with that. Were you a big weed guy back in the day?
I was just a daily weed guy. Why not?
Yeah.
I mean, it was just it was just a daily thing. I didn't think about it, but yeah, I always had weed.
Yeah.
I used to walk around with a one-hitter in a little wooden box. I'd duck into phone booths when there were phone booths and load up my little pipe. It was a little one-hit pipe. Not a brass one-hit thing.
Yeah.
I never liked those things because you always get a mouthful of ash. But I had a little tiny wooden pipe.
Yeah.
And I'd load it up and do a couple hits in New York in the phone booth and just be like, yeah.
I love the Jimmy grave. You know, I've been wanting to go my whole life, and I always think about that Citizen Kane. What was the grunge?
Rosebud.
What was the grunge movie that Cameron Crowe did?
Singles.
And you know, the poster was Matt Dillon just kind of chilling at the Jimmy grave.
Was it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And man, the Jimmy grave now is like, I don't know. I'm gonna like Wikipedia and see the growth of it, but man, it's a giant.
I think it was always that.
Really, it was all that big?
Yeah, it was always like a marble hard rock exhibit.
Wow. Yeah, marble hard rock. It's giant, and they got the Strat there, and it's perfect. They nailed it.
Sculpture of it, yeah.
Yeah, whoever did the Strat sculpture nailed it.
But that cemetery is so nice.
Oh, it's beautiful, right?
Yeah.
What's weird? I was
like
asking
all the
you
Asian
that.
graves.
I was asking you yesterday, do you want to be buried or cremated?
Yeah, I don't, I'm still thinking about it, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I know people just get cremated, and every time I think about being buried in the Jewish way, where it's just a plain pine box.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a plain pine box, no aluminum shit. You know, you're going to become mud.
Really?
Yeah.
Why do they do it like that?
Because it's sort of like I don't know.
You're supposed to go back into the earth?
Yeah, of course we are.
Wow.
You know, and just kind of like over time. But I always think about my relatives in the box.
Yeah.
You know, like when someone gets buried, it's like, you know, they're buried, but then you just think of like your grandma all skeleton, like in the box, just like, you know, like from movies.
Yeah.
And like, how long are you that? When does the box give way? But if you go to a Jewish cemetery, you can see where it drops. Like some of the graves are you know, you can see where the ground is starting to go down. So it's like, it's
because
happening.
it's sunk.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. It disintegrates.
Right.
And then wow.
But like I kind of like that. But like it just seems like I'm just gonna be sitting down there in a shitty suit. You know, like
shitty suit.
I don't know. Like I guess cremation is the way to go. But there's part of me that wants to, like, maybe I want to be discovered at another time. It's like, I found a skull.
I found a skull.
And a belt buckle. And these boots.
Yeah. Oh, man, and that Strat he bought.
Yeah, that's wild. He got buried with it.
He got buried with the Strat.
He must have been a musician.
Oh,
nah, he's just a comic. He was an okay musician. He bought that Strat at this place in Seattle.
Yeah.
The historian.
The friendly store.
No one's going to care.
Oh, my God. I don't know.
Why? You going to get cremated?
Well, I don't know. You know, I used to think buried. Yeah. And then I was like, I was telling you, cremate me. And then if you die after me, you take the ashes up to Half Dome.
Yeah, me and Burr.
Yeah.
We'll fly. Maybe Burr will fly us over in the helicopter.
Yeah.
Would that be all right if we just dump out the side of the helicopter?
That's cool, but I kind of like the two of you hiking going, that fucking guy, he always had a guy, right?
Yeah,
He's always like, I got a guy.
How are we the guys to dump his ashes? Didn't have an ash guy?
I got a guy that can cremate him. I got a guy.
That's right. He gave me this phone number, the cremation guy. This is Dean's guy.
He said if you give him a shout out on the podcast, he'll cremate you for half price.
Yeah. I interviewed him.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Dean's going to interview the mortician.
Yeah. So tell me what happens while we throw you in this oven here.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, you know what? That's probably going to happen. You're probably going to do it. You're going to get some air in here, man.
Oh.
Oof.
Uh-oh. What happened?
Nothing. It's just getting stuffy.
Oh, okay.
I thought I would do an air break.
Oh, okay.
We're talking our asses off in an enclosed car. Steve's back there breathing.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. You know what?
What?
Oh, this is what I was going to say. So we got to get on a schedule on this podcast, dude.
No, I know, but like it was like there was nothing we could do.
I know. It's been like 3 weeks.
That's not bad. We go every 2. People will be excited.
Every other week.
Every other week.
Right. It's 2 hours a month.
Yeah. Tall order, man.
Oh my God. Hey,
we're busy.
You're like.
This is a very undersized, oversized load here.
Look at his super mirrors. We're trying. My guy's got like the crazy mirrors.
Oh yeah.
We're going to Portland.
It's the wide load mirrors.
I'm fired up for Portland. It's got
2 shows.
God, I love this right here.
I'm gonna pace myself.
Revel Winnebago.
Revel Winnebago.
Yeah.
Really?
Look at this. I love this.
Was that like a sleeper?
Look at that. It's Mercedes. It's triple branded. Mercedes Winnebago Revel.
What's Revel?
I think that's the model.
Oh.
Look at it. It's a 4x4. That guy means business. That is killer.
It looks like you fucking tip over, dude.
I don't know, man. Those are
How
so
are those
good.
going to take a turn? It looks like you just put those on the side.
You know,
like roll that fucker.
It's like part of me just like, fuck it. Me and Gertie, we get in that. We just live.
There you go.
I know, right?
You're kind of tapering the mid-century dream to just maybe one of those airstreams.
Well, yeah, airstreams. Yeah,
and your dog.
Yeah, I miss Gertie.
Yeah.
You know, I miss Gertie when I'm on the road.
My cats. I always wonder about them, but they got each other.
I know, but Gertie is like.
Look at that barn.
It's so weird. I wake up every morning to Gertie. You know, I see her face, and it's like. She gives me a reason to get out of bed. Without that, I can't get out of bed.
Really?
Nah, depression kicks in. Yeah.
In the morning.
In the mornings, I'm just like, I'll just lay here and look at Instagram for 6 hours.
I don't have it. I don't have the depression. I get up and I lay there because I'm like tired, and I try to convince myself that there's no reason to get up. My cat's usually there, but they ignore me. They Sammy will come over and he'll say hello and he'll let me pet him. Then he just goes and jumps on Buster, and they hang out there like a couple of gay boys.
Do they sleep in your bed?
Yeah, sometimes.
Oh, that's cool. Gertie sleeps in my bed.
Yeah, they don't sleep on me. They're there. We're all like, we all have our place in the bed.
Yeah.
Like, you know, Buster's got his corner, Sam's over to the side, and I'm on my side. It's just sort of like, this is where we all hang out. Nobody's in charge.
Gertie has completely taken over the other side of the bed.
Yeah.
Like, she just goes all over. Like, this is my spot.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, all the cats, in and out, they go through phases. Cats are weird, man.
Yeah.
They're not like dogs. Dogs are sort of, they do the pattern, that's what they do. Cats will change it up. It's like all of a sudden it's like, how come no one's sweeping here? I don't know. We decided to sweep on the kitchen table. All right. How long is that going to go on for? They go through phases.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing, but it's true.
You built
My
that
cats
cat
do.
box at your house.
Catio, dude.
Catio.
I fucking love the catio.
Where'd you hear about that?
I don't know, man, but I got online and I bought plans.
Yeah.
For it, and then I wasn't going to build it, but I got my contractor guy. I got a real contractor to fucking kind of pull it together from those plans, and now I got to paint it and put pieces of rug in there and stuff. But they're into it, man. It's just like it's a fenced-in little thing outside of 2 windows on the side of my house on the front porch, and they're out there, man.
Yeah,
they're sweeping outside. They're digging it, like not overnight, but they'll go out there. Since I've gotten it, they'll spend the morning out there.
Now, you heard about it somewhere. Couldn't you just Google
Someone brought it up and I Googled
get the
catio.
plans for free?
Well, maybe.
Yeah.
But there was a place that just dealt with catios, and I'm like, fuck it, you just download the full plans.
Yeah.
I probably could have gotten it for free. I don't know.
That's
But someone's got a business. Buy the plans. It was
I know.
$49 for the full plans. And if I was a real fucking can-do dude,
yeah,
I could have figured it out. But this thing's sturdy looking. Did you see that fucking thing?
It looks good, man. And Sammy was in there. He's kind of swatting his paw outside the little cage at you.
Look at this country up here.
It's beautiful up here. This when I bought one of my Harleys, I bought in Oregon back in the day because there was no tax.
Yeah.
And so I rode it all the way home solo. No helmet law back then.
That's
just
nice.
Cruising down the 5 from south to San Francisco.
Holy shit, I think that was a beaver.
That was a big. Yeah, you see that thing?
Does it look like a beaver
a raccoon
or a porcupine?
Man,
I want it to be something other than a raccoon.
Okay, you're hilarious. Yesterday when
I think it was a seal. How's the seal on the highway?
Hey, dude, there's a seal on the highway. We were getting the fish yesterday. I'm getting the salmon. You go, man, you can get that anywhere.
It wasn't, but it was grilled salmon. You're like, I'm going to get the grilled salmon and stream bean. It's like, dude.
Yeah.
Get some fucking fried fish.
I know. I'm trying to eat clean. I get around you, I start eating dirty.
Just once.
Yeah, I know.
It was worth it, though, right?
It was so fucking good. Fish and chips at that place.
Classic fish and chips.
Yeah. Now we're going to Portland.
Yeah.
We're driving up to Portland.
You're saying
shows.
that like people are just tuning in. I think we've established that.
Yeah, but I mean...
Hey, for those of you who are just picking up here in the middle...
Yeah.
We're going to Portland.
Yeah, if you fast forwarded through the first half, I don't like the first half. It's going to be a guitar story.
Let's do the second half. We're going to Portland. Look at these houses just sitting out there on a plane.
Yeah, I don't go that. I can't live on the freeway.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it would definitely make you feel like, things are going on other places.
Yeah. This is kind of like...
wake up thinking like, I got to leave.
This is how Dark Fonzie started. You and I in a car.
Yeah, I think it was, where was it? It was on the East Coast.
Yeah, and we were out touring Portland, Maine or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, now we're going to Portland.
So the last time we were, this is the first one we've done driving though.
Yeah, I like it. It's classic. We're recording and you're shooting the doc.
A lot of things going on, man.
Yeah, but Portland, man.
Yeah.
This place we're playing
We've
Aladdin.
Been there. Aladdin. I like it. Nice little theater. Doing 2 shows.
We're hopefully we're going to go to Ship John's.
Definitely go to Ship John's.
We're going to be doing
today.
Some man stuff, yeah. Rolex store.
That's a you thing, but
yeah, that's
I'll
a
go.
me thing. Yeah, you'll go. And
Westco wants us to come by, but that's the thing. I don't need boots.
Yeah,
I like Ship John because I'm wearing this shirt. I wear his shit.
Yeah, but we might want to go by Westco just to see boots made. It's kind of cool. It's it's an old timey factory.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, the old machines there and shit.
Is there old men on the old machines?
There are.
Really?
Yeah, there's old people in there.
Okay. Remember at Filson, it seems like they've moved most of their manufacturing operation elsewhere. They've got this huge, assembly shop, with sewing machines downstairs. When we walked in, there was no one there. There must be 100 machines down there.
Yeah, easily.
And you're supposed to be able to look in at all the people, sewing the bags and stuff. But I guess they're not doing it there anymore. We asked a woman, what's going on downstairs? Why isn't anyone there? And they're like, oh, they get here early. It must be lunch. And I'm like, oh, that makes sense. And then when we're leaving, one dude
in 100 sewing machines.
I know, just one guy by himself.
Yeah, and looked like he was making like jacket collars.
Maybe it's a COVID, man.
It was weird though, right?
Maybe it's a COVID. I don't know. Maybe I'm forgetting that we're in the middle of COVID. Look, tractor lot.
Yeah, tractor company.
People just go buy a tractor.
Isn't that weird? Like your company is just tractors. I mean, there's like 40 tractors there though.
But what's weird is like that's someone's gig, man. It's like, yeah, buy a new tractor.
Yeah.
Sold the other one. We got a pretty good price on it. Guy's trying to get started.
But I mean,
lot down the street.
That's the weird thing about it. That to me, it seems like with tractors, you just go like, I want number 3 in the brochure, and then they order it. That guy just had like 40 brand new tractors. Yeah.
I guess you got to take him out for a spin. Test drive this one.
You ever drove a tractor?
Yeah. No.
I haven't either.
You go out and you're like, can I pick some shit up?
Yeah.
Can I bulldoze some shit? See how this drives? Can I destroy something with the tractor?
I wouldn't mind driving a tractor.
What is this?
Oh, it's a water slide. Look.
Oh, yeah.
You know what that is? Slide. That's that big one that goes shoot you around. Look.
Oh, yeah.
I love that shit. The kid in me still. It's so funny.
I don't think I've ever been on a water slide.
I love your bits last night. You're like, Dean just loves everything. How does he get there?
Oh, my God. Dean had a pluot for the first time yesterday at Pike Street Market.
Oh.
And it was as if like he'd found God.
Oh,
he's like, oh, my God. Yeah. Marin. Have you ever had one of these? It's a mixture of a plum and an apricot.
I never had one.
Like a pluot? It's like, yeah.
Yeah. Never heard of that shit.
Lit him up.
This dude, the fruit dude, which we invited to the show, he's got a pluot in his hand, and he's slicing slices, and he goes, hey, fella, come on over here. I'm going to give you something that's going to blow your mind. I'm like, I'm 55. Nothing blows my mind.
I've seen it all.
Yeah, and he goes, I'm telling you, try this. I put this piece in my mouth, and my head explodes.
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell?
It's like watching a child who just learned how to pick something up with his hands.
Yeah, but then he goes, you ever tried the cotton candy grapes? I go, what are you even talking about? Yeah. Cotton candy grapes. He goes, right here. I eat them. They taste like cotton candy. And I go, how do they even do that? He goes, oh, they water them with sugar.
He thinks.
Yeah, he thinks. I'm like, is that even real? Like, cotton candy grapes.
They didn't impress me that much.
Oh, dude. I mean,
I'd rather have the Thompson grapes, or I don't remember what they're called. The purple ones, the small ones that are, I don't know. Those just tasted like green grapes to me.
But when did they do the pluot? When did they like some scientists like put two fruits together? How does that happen?
They've been doing that with plants forever. Yeah. Splicing, doing that genetic work with flowers, fruits. It was that's basic genetics. They've been fucking with that.
It's crazy, dude.
It's like you've never had the combination fruits before?
Well, usually you hear about them, you know what I mean?
Big news release? Well, you didn't see the press release on the pluot?
I didn't. Also, I think that Brussels sprouts got a good publicist because that shit's everywhere now. When I was growing up, poor people ate those. We ate them, and the house stunk like them. You're like, I hate this.
Like, ugh.
Yeah,
they're like, this is the best thing ever.
Oh, the best ever.
No, I think pluots have been around for a while. There's a couple other hybrids. They do that a lot. Like most of all these different kinds of apples, they're tweaking the fucking apples.
No.
They're genetically tweaking the apples. They're doing strains. It's like weed, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Hybrids.
Yeah.
They've been fucking with that with...
what was that apple you ate? You loved it.
Oh, the Honeycrisp. Yeah. First crop of the Honeycrisp. I got one more back there.
Ooh.
Giant peaches. I think I was tail end of the peach.
It's funny, if that shit was around all the time when I was young, I wouldn't have ate candy probably. To me, young, it was oranges were too much work. I
never was an orange guy.
You got to bust that shit out.
I always liked an apple though. I always liked like a sour apple.
Yeah, I like the Granny Smith.
Yeah, but now the reason we're Granny Smith, Honeycrisp are the best, and then there's like 9 other kinds since Honeycrisp came out a few years ago. I think they developed those in like Wisconsin or somewhere. I remember doing a show somewhere talking about Honeycrisps, and they were like, "We did that here. It's from here, Minnesota." I think they were created on like the University of Wisconsin campus. Don't look Outlet Mall. Don't quote me on that. Someone check it out. Someone look it up.
Outlet Mall.
Hit me on IG. I think it was in Minnesota they made the Honeycrisp. Yeah, but the outlet malls aren't real.
They're
make
garbage.
shit for that.
It's total bullshit.
Yeah.
I used to think it was real, and then I saw some 60 Minutes on it, and they're like, actually, they just make lesser quality stuff in their factory and put it in there. So you go and you go, dude, I got a Pendleton for $40, and it turns out it should have only been 10.
Yeah, garbage.
Yeah.
I remember the original outlets, and they were in New Jersey.
Oh, really?
Because my mother's cousin Harold used to work in the fashion industry. So they literally opened these outlets, like in Secaucus somewhere, right across the bridge.
Wow.
And it was like, I think it might have been the very first outlet mall, but it was coming right over from the manufacturers. You could go there and find shit that just didn't make it, didn't sell, overstock, but it was real shit.
Wow.
Because we used to go there because we'd get a discount because of my mom's cousin, also worker Alexander Julian, Don Robbie, Yves Saint Laurent, but they're all connected. So we get the discount on top of the outlet discount, and we go there once a year just to fucking suit up.
Wow. Man, the outlets are hilarious now because there's just nothing but trash in them.
Yeah.
Like the sneaker ones really bum me out. You go to like the Converse store and you're like, it's got like a crooked star on it. You're like, oh, these aren't the Converse,
Yeah.
It's crazy. I don't know. Outlets.
I just want to state before we close up that I've been invited back to Emerald City Guitars by the owner. He wanted to start a new, and like I don't want to shit on them anymore. We're just sharing the experience, and I'm sure they've plenty of people had great experiences there and buy nice guitars there.
Yeah.
We just had a bad day, and I decided to share it with the world.
Well,
for petty reasons, and I didn't want to aggravate anybody that much. I just wanted a little aggravation, and then we got more aggravation than we needed.
Well, sometimes people get secret shopped,
Yeah.
You ever hear
does
that?
that mean?
They hire you as a secret shopper. So you go into a high-end store.
Is that true?
Oh, yeah. And they're called secret shoppers, and you find out if the people are garbage. So my buddy secret shopped his taco place recently,
Really?
and he fired a couple people because they were just treating people bad.
Yeah, I think it might have just been a bad day, and who are we? And now I'm leaning on the other side. Like I'm feeling a little guilty, but if I think about it too much again, I'll get mad again. Because I'm a fucking
you got
man, baby.
10 minutes out of it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna keep doing that. I can't keep doing it.
I watched your set last night, man. You pretty much got it ready to go.
Yeah, I just got to order it up, and there's a couple of things I miss all the time, and God forbid I do the homework and listen to the 90 tapes I've made over the last 3 months to tighten shit up. Every time there's new shit. I added new shit I'm still riffing it out, but knowing me, I do it the same way every time. I record myself for months, don't listen to fucking one of them.
And then you go shoot the special.
Yeah.
I love it. Hey, I was thinking of a special last night. I mean, you're not going to be into this, but nobody's done this, and I'm not telling you to do this because you'll be like, nah, man, I'm not doing that. But nobody's done a special where it's the show, the feature, the opener and the guy. Nobody's ever done that, like an experience out at the show. And
I always see a credit. Thanks to Dean Del Rey for opening.
Right, opening, yeah. But I'm just saying.
I always remember that from the Richard Pryor special. Thanks, Patti LaBelle.
Yeah, remember that?
Yeah.
But isn't that an interesting concept?
Nah, man.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say that.
You set me up for that.
I'm not saying with you, but I'm saying nobody's done that where it's like the evening at the show. So
I think someone must have done it. No?
No. So the special starts with some people in line. They get their tickets.
Someone's definitely done that.
Right. But then the people sit down all of a sudden, and then the opener comes on.
Right.
And then the headliner, and you get this whole thing. A night of comedy, yeah.
I get it, yeah.
Pretty wild. Yeah, so I don't know. Pitch that maybe to the flicks.
Yeah, you do it. You just say look, I don't even want a headline. Yeah. I want. You can pick the headliner. I just want to be the opener, and it's a brilliant idea for a special.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm just saying.
Look at these colors, dude. It's almost fall.
Oh, look at that over there. It's half rain, but half blue skies.
Yeah.
Oh man, I was listening to the Allman Brothers today.
God, I thought you were going to say.
How great are the Allman Brothers?
Yeah, I can get on board with the Allmans.
What?
For sure. I can get on board with the Allmans, I said.
Are you kidding me?
What do you mean?
You don't like the Allman
I
Brothers?
said I can get on board with the Allman.
Okay,
I like
sorry.
the Allman Brothers.
I thought you said I can't get on right.
Oh, no. I love the Allman
I
Brothers.
was like, whoa, wait a minute, dude. I understand your ELO.
Yeah, we're going to... No, this is the last Dark Fonzie.
Whoa, we have to pull over.
Yeah. I'm going to get out with my equipment.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be in a car.
I got my 4 hoodies in the back I'm trying to sell.
Well, it's very boutique merch situation with Dean.
Yeah.
He's got 4 random hoodies, random sizes. You didn't sell any last night?
Well, you know what happened? Jerry was there, and I wanted to hang with him.
You couldn't move your 4? It's
Yeah.
got like a small, an XL.
Yeah, that's what I got. I got 2 smalls, a triple X, and an XL. Yeah, I'm a boutique merch guy. I think that's the way to go. You just have 4 pieces.
That's Dean at the merch table.
Yeah.
Is that just an example of each hoodie? No, that's all the hoodies he has.
Yeah.
There's 4.
That's the merch for the year. Very rare, limited edition.
That's for sure.
Very rare.
Yeah. Not even doing another run on these. This is the last triple XL.
Yeah. The Gertie hood is my favorite, though.
That's good. Draplin did a good job. We going to see Draplin?
Yeah, we're gonna
Is he
see.
in town?
Yeah, we're gonna see Aaron Draplin. We're gonna see Ship John. We're gonna go to the Rolex store and maybe what are we gonna
Are we
eat?
going to do a show?
Yeah.
I went to this place. I forget the name of it now. Rust, I think it's called. Middle Eastern place. I went there with Peter Shore the last time I was in town.
Oh, yeah,
There's
wanna
still
go?
good food. Yeah, we could go. Huh? Tusk. Yeah, Tusk.
It's Middle Eastern food.
Yeah.
Oh, let's
high
do
end.
it. You want to do it?
Yeah, man. I've been doing a lot of high-end Middle Eastern food.
I'm down with that.
How long have we done? Have we done a show?
Yeah, we got 55 minutes. We're good.
55.
Yeah.
I feel like my eyes are burning.
Yeah, it's pretty hot in here, and I could go for a coffee.
Yeah, so what do you want me to do?
So if we see
Make one. There's a coffee maker in the fucking glove compartment. When you rent a car in the Pacific Northwest, there's a fucking espresso maker right there.
Yeah.
Glove compartment, espresso maker.
I was showing Jerry that Rivian electric truck yesterday. It's got the kitchen that slides out. Did I send that to you?
You tell me about it.
Okay, so they got this company that's coming out that's going to kind of rival Tesla called Rivian.
Yeah.
And they got a pickup truck and an SUV coming, and they're going to get 400 miles to the charge. But the truck is mind-blowing. You can slide out this center thing in the middle of the truck that's a full kitchen with a sink and stove and everything for when you're camping. And it was unreal.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, man, that's a Joshua Tree machine.
It's another Dean dream.
Yeah.
Put it in the column with the mid-century.
Yeah.
The mid-century and Joshua Tree. The Airstream.
I got to have
And now
the
we got
mid-century.
the, what's it called?
The Rivian.
The Rivian.
Yeah.
It's all coming together.
It is.
All these things are going to be, Dean's going to own all of these things and flip them in 3 months.
Yeah. And what I'm going to do is sell 4 more hoodies and I'll have them all.
Yeah, that's the other thing he didn't say. These hoodies are $20,000 a piece.
These are donation hoodies. Donation hoodies, man.
All right, buddy. That's it.
I love you, dude.
Love you too, man.
All right, man. See you guys.